Okay. Um, I can explain. Um, why I look like crap right now, or just look the way I am. It's currently Thursday, 5 a.m. So Wednesday late night. Not even actually, just early morning Thursday. I guess I forgot to do the vlog today. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to do a. I was trying to reset my sleep schedule today, and the way I'm gonna do that is I basically fasted for the last 16 hours, and I'm gonna eat breakfast as a way to reset my circadian rhythm. As I understand it, I apart from Reddit comments and posts, I haven't actually looked at benefits or like actually like researched it. I don't know, but from what I understand is you reset your sleep schedule, or no, not your sleep schedule. You reset your circadian rhythm, which is, I don't know, your body's clock or way of, yeah, your body's clock. It has its own like internal schedule of doing things. I guess like times to feel sleepy and times to feel awake, times to feel creative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the body has its own clock. Um, that's the rhythm. I understand that my rhythm's all fucked up because I play games late night. I stay up late and it fucks up my rhythm. So, what some people do, I know I got a wheel right now here, but what some people do, what am I hearing? What the hell is that? Um, so, that is weird. Highly coincidental, and sorry, I I heard a bike. No, I know that was weird. Sorry. I oh god, that brings it into conversation, I guess. So yeah, circadian rhythm. Yeah, I'm resetting it. Thus, people that have jet lag do it. Um, yeah. Uh, People that have jet lag reset their schedule by reset their circadian rhythm by fasting and for yeah, basically fasting. So when when you eat at your desired wake up time, it's a sort of, oh god, I'll explain why I'm like this for in a sec. Uh, when you reset your it so eating at your desired wake up time after fasting, it signals your brain or whatever, I think your circadian rhythm, to be like, hey, this is when you're supposed to wake up because this is food time. Food time is good. Food time is essential, so wake up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that's how it works. So yeah, I I yeah, yeah. And yeah, Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I'm doing right now. That's it's 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'll explain why. I got all weird with the window, so I heard bells with the bike. I'm not crazy. It was basically like bells on a bicycle, and coincidentally, yesterday or Tuesday night, I decided to um, text my ex girlfriend to check up on her. Mind you, it's been more than year now since everything, since I broke up with her, since we broke, no, yeah, since we broke up. I think it's we. I've talked about her. Um, I've talked about her a couple times, I think. Um, so yeah, I've been texting her from time to time. I'd say like the last time I texted her was 2 weeks ago, and and no, sorry, 2 months apart, and I sort of do it like every couple months, sometimes every month, to check up on her. And I know that sounds like pathetic because it's like we've already broken up, but it wasn't bad or anything. I sort of just yeah. Anyway, we I do that. We just kind of talk from time to time, just check up, and usually it's nice to get caught up and everything. But this time was different, and it really caught me off guard. It really did. Like, so the last time she told me that she needed to move on, and she's still hurt by it. Um, it's not that I'm confused or anything. Like everything makes sense. I get why she's hurt, and I get it was all just so sudden. I guess I just didn't see it coming. Like, cause I thought like we were both moving on pretty well, and I think I understand why she's trying to want her space. Like, doing this whole being friends thing. It was my idea. Um, she was willing to do it, but yeah, uh, it sucks. I guess I just as silly as it sounds, I felt like I just got broken up with a second time by the same person. That sounds stupid, right? It does, but I genuinely didn't think like anything was gonna romantically happen or anything. I was just it was like a good friendship. She was one of the only people that knows me, and yeah, it's odd, I guess. It's so weird. Oh God. Um, I guess it just didn't work out for her. I mean, from what I know, she was going through a busy time in her life, moving to a whole new province for school, the Queens, which was the reason why we broke up. Well, the pressing reason I'm sure there was a lot more to that, and I know there is a lot more to that. Um, okay, so yeah, part of it is obviously losing the friendship there, and like it's a big part. Um, but another part was okay, obviously that it was sudden, yeah, that too, but uh, the way she highlighted the relationship, I guess, from a long while ago, was that it. I know she didn't mean to do this. She even said she doesn't mean to paint me as a bad person or anything. It's just that the relationship negatively affected her, and still negatively affects her in terms of habits and just general, just mental state, I guess. Um, and I know that sounds bad for those that don't know the situation. Um, God, this is so hard to admit because I don't feel like it's an accurate representation of who I am and what I was in a relationship. With just negative highlights respect with just negative highlights with the negatives highlighted, I could be seen as a manipulative. I could have been seen as a manipulative boyfriend, selfish boyfriend. And it scares me to think about that. It really does. Because I could see how my actions were that. I could see how they could have affected her in that way because of things I said and did. Oh God, this is making me sound so bad and it hurts so much. Because I know it hurts because when you intend to be something and your actions and everything you do can be seen as some completely the opposite. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that, yeah, at some points the relationship was manipulative and toxic to her. It's just hard, I guess, you know? It's hard to process that. It really is. You know, how do I live with that? Like, without feeling so much guilt that I don't, that I become over, come, overcumbered. Like, God, I don't know how to use that word, but how do I deal with that? Like, how do I process that? It's incredibly, incredibly difficult, I guess. And, thinking about it, and it's not like that we were talking a lot as friends either. Like, this is also another thing. Talked like every couple months, weeks, like long weeks, and we talked for like, I don't know, maybe a couple hours on Instagram too. Like, I haven't heard her voice in a while, a long time, and it just sort of sucks, I guess, because I'm, you know, I don't exactly know if I've dealt with it or not, because I liked having the choice of being able to contact her whenever, and I still do. I mean, she said if I ever have a really, really rough time going through something really, really rough, that I'm, if I ever needed her, she'll be there, and I'm sure I can be there too. I hope I said that, or I hope I at least conveyed that in some way. Um, but yeah, sort of, I sort of feel like, I don't know, man. Shit just hurts, I guess. Uh, God. Sorry. The whole bike thing I didn't even explain. So the reason why I was so like freaked out was good with the whole ringing bell thing. It last time we talked, which was Tuesday, one of the things she mentioned was she now like wakes up at 5 a.m. to go on a bike ride, and she did 15K, and I was all really excited, and I was really like proud of her, and that was before the whole thing she brought up, and you know God. Oh, I didn't even explain. Yeah, I moved the room. I moved some things around for. Wait, I don't know if that happened. I don't know if I've explained that actually. Was that before last? Was that last week or? I can't even tell. But I moved my room for VR space. Alright, okay, that's it. Sun's coming up, which is nice actually. But yeah, I. Ooh, muscles. Okay. Okay. Oh God, what am I doing? Um, yeah, I just sort of feel really. How like I can turn this into a good thing. I know I can. I really do. Like I've said it. I can turn this into a good thing. But that's one less person that I get to share my passions or whatever with. Like that's one less person that I can talk to. And it's God, it actually hurts, man. It truly does. It really sucks. Yeah, I found quite an. Please don't. God, I'm thinking about it too. I'm thinking about even sending a message to her about how I feel, but I feel like I haven't done that. It's like all these things I wish I could do, and like it's like the relationship's long gone. But I truly believe that she was actually one of the only people that I could have talked to, and it's like a great loss to me that I don't have that anymore, and it sucks because it's hard to be a man. I guess no, that's not it. That's just excuses. I guess it's hard for me to be emotionally comfortable talking to people, and she was that for me. Oh God, it actually hurts, man. Look, as much as it was a loss to me, and I feel saddened by it, and I feel sort of like hurt by it. I need to acknowledge that I do, right? It's the emotions I'm feeling. It's the shit I'm feeling. It's happening. But I also need to recognize that I, because one thing I don't want to do is resent her. She apologized. She acknowledges that you know, she acknowledges that. I think deep down she knows, but she needs to do what she needs to do for herself. And you know what? Mad respect. Mad respect. Seriously, I just have to swallow that pill because, dude. me being her friend and me being still entangled in her life while she's still trying to process everything, then yeah, I mean, she needs to do her thing. She needs to do her thing. She needs, yeah, she needs that. I get it. She get it. I get it. That's okay. I mean, I have this now. God, it almost feels so sad because that I'm talking to a stupid webcam to process my shit. Like, it sounds sad. It does, but man, God knows that I need it for real. Yeah, I don't know. Just anyway, yeah. Um, it's a lot, I think, and it's hard to encapsulate everything that I'm thinking and articulate it, and I think that's the point. Like, that's the point of this. I mean, I tried. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot of emotions. It's really hard to organize it, and it's really hard to speak about it, I guess. So yeah, yeah, I'm feeling a lot of things. Guilt from being not the best boyfriend, and being, I know, hurt from being constantly reminded, not constantly reminded, but being hurt because I can't face to be reminded of it because I am so regretful of mistakes, because they were mistakes, you know. Every time your outcome is was not intentional, every time an outcome of an action I did when it wasn't intentional, I would consider a mistake. I think me being not the best boyfriend, and she said something. We said that I need to focus on forgiving myself. I do. Like, is that like I really do. Like, she's taking the necessary steps in order for her to move on. For her, what am I doing? Am I getting caught up in, like, part of me is getting caught up in this because I feel so bad. So I feel like I have to constantly think about it, and it's almost like I'm. I feel like my past self is holding me back in terms of or how people can think of me, but I also know that I'm letting it hold me back. I'm letting my past hold me back. I know that. Um, you know, I'm aware of that, and you know what? It actually sucks. Not gonna lie. Because I find it very hard to forgive myself for things that I can't change. No, I find it sorry. I find it hard to forgive myself for actions I committed, whether it was intentional or not, a long time ago. That's not, yeah, now I'm thinking about it. It sounds stupid, right? It sounds stupid for me to not forgive myself for something I've done 2 years ago, when it wasn't even my intention. When I've done the recognizing, recognize your mistakes so you learn from it. I've done that. But I feel like I'm going way too deep into it. I feel like I'm constantly punishing myself, you know? And I don't blame anyone for that. I don't blame her for that. I don't blame. And I can't even blame my thinking. I guess I can't blame it on anything. And it sucks not being able to blame anything. Blame something on anything, It actually Ashley sucks. I wish, but truthfully, it is what it is. That, and I need to learn how to forgive myself because it's important. It really is. Like, It's a constant battle, I guess. It's a constant battle of trying to remind myself that ignoring it isn't forgiving myself. Not thinking about it isn't forgiving myself. I have to actually think about it and say it's okay what you did. I have to recognize what I did and it's okay what you did. So what I did was, look, here's how the relationship went. Here's a too long didn't read TLDR. Yeah, there you go. That TLDR. Here's a TLDR of it. Okay. I never gave her the space to be herself. It's almost like she was constantly pressured to make sure I was happy. I didn't force hobbies on her. I didn't force her to mold her life around me, but it happened because of the way I sort of went about the relationship. It's not that I forced her. It's almost like I was always constantly pressuring her, or maybe not encouraging her to do her own things. Maybe I thought I was making her happy by sharing with my life with her. And it wasn't my intention, really. It really wasn't my intention to, because I could see how that could impact someone, in terms of habits. Always staying up late, having to watch the same shows, not having like your space to grow, I guess, as an individual, because maybe at some point I felt insufficient in terms of self growth. So maybe instinctively I've also stunted personal growth from her as well. And again, like, it absolutely hurts me to admit it, but I fucked up. I didn't see it, but at the same time I need to forgive myself, because at the same time I was fucking 17, 16, or whatever the stupid age was. It's just, I try to, it's like I try to walk around this earth pretending that I'm not pretending, but in you know trying to show the world that I'm this self-aware, enlightened being. And when I don't show that, and when I don't display those things, when I don't display the massively high expectations of what my ego thinks of who I am. I don't know if that made sense. That definitely made no sense. But whatever my high self-image, where my ego puts me at this high pedestal of great thinking, or just higher thinking or higher being or just superiority, I guess. It's and when I don't meet those expectations, it's almost like I'm beating myself up over it. But truth is, I'm just a normal dude, and yes, I have great potential, but I think I put too much emphasis on that great potential. I think I put too much emphasis on myself because, yeah, it's good to be confident in your ability to become someone that's worthy of a pedestal, because I think everyone is. Deep down, I think I know everyone has the potential. But I beat myself up over it a lot of times, and um, yeah, I get it. The problems back then, yeah. Am I dodging it? Was I getting somewhere, and am I dodging? I'm wondering this now because I tend to do that whenever I get emotional about something. I just try to move on to a different topic, or maybe I'm just running. Just shit's just running in my head. But I know whatever I'm doing right now, whatever I'm saying is good for me. You know. Maybe I'm just tired. But look, I know I'm a different person now. And I've acknowledged it. I've done my part. I think I've done my part. A part of me wants to believe that I've done my part because I've told her, I've acknowledged. I've tried to acknowledge everything. I've tried to admit. I guess. I tried to reassure her that everything she was feeling, every sort of hurt, was valid. Because it is. I mean, those feelings are valid because, damn it, man. Whether it's unfair or fair to me shouldn't matter. Because she's doing her own thing and I should be doing my own thing, right? I just can't help but say it hurts because it does. I know how many times I've said that now. Yeah, I'm angry too. Yeah, I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at the situation. I'm angry at how it went down. She was truly a person that I felt like understood me. And it sucks to say that. And it sucks to say that I never fully understood her. Even when she tried to show me and explain. I didn't try my best to try and understand her as much as she understood me. So, yeah. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to understand, and I understand why she wants to not me for me not to check up on her from time to time because she still needs to move on. She was at a busy time for the past year, and it's only now that she's getting to think about it. So yeah. Yeah. Understandable. Fucking standable, man. Look at my back, man. I'm just like slouched over. Just shows you how low confidence I'm feeling right now. I guess how low confidence I usually am. You know, part of it is also like part of me also believes that she was the only person that was ever gonna understand me. But I know that's not true. I know there's plenty of girls out there that would, plenty of people that are willing to understand me. Just how do I find that? You know? I really part of me really wants it. Part of me really wants a social connection like that. And it's silly to say, it really is, but being friends with my ex really helped because no, I knew there was still one, at least one person that understood me in this world. And maybe I'm being too dramatic right now. Maybe I am. But oh God. Yeah. Maybe I'm being too dramatic. I get it. I know, but I don't even know what I was talking about. God, what's going on? But yeah, I'm angry too. I have I said that? Probably said that. I've said that. No, I'm angry because okay. I'm also angry because the way she portrayed everything, the way she said everything. Yeah, I mean, she did apologize, and she didn't. I know she didn't say. She says she didn't mean to paint me as a bad person, but I couldn't help but think and feel scared that all she thought of the relationship was something negative. 'Cause for me, it's the complete opposite. Not the complete opposite. Yeah, there were negatives, but for me, it was an overall positive experience. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, fucking girls. Romance. Shit hurts, man. I don't like it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit just hurts. Man. Fuck, dude. Hmm. Shit just hurts. Well, what a nice way to pass the time. Listen, I know there's yeah, there's definitely a lot I need to think about. No, I mean, I don't know. You know, yesterday I even searched up. I wanted to make sure I was processing this, like as scary as that is. I don't want to just ignore it. You know, I don't want to just go in VR and ignore everything. Because I feel like I need to talk about it. And you know what? I'm so glad I'm deciding to do this every single Wednesday, or try to do it every single Wednesday. I'm so glad that this is part of my habits or things that I do, because man, it is forcing me to not. It's forcing me to have to process shit because I kind of have to. You know, what else am I gonna talk about? Am I gonna talk? You know, I'm gonna talk about some boring things, good things that are happening in my life. Yeah, I do that from time to time, but I feel like when the time comes when I get to talk freely, no like just comfortably, I say what comes on my mind and what's bothering me at that time in that period of my life. You know, it's this is really helpful. I don't know how many times I've said this already. Every single time I feel like I say it. But yeah, it it's just a constant like yeah, I'm gonna miss that. I think I'm gonna miss the friendship part. I'm gonna miss having the person to talk to part. But if there's anything that this will show me, it shows me that there's some things missing that I might need to either rethink over or try to fill. Whether that be finding more people that I can actually comfortably talk to about my life, or realizing that I don't need anyone to talk to in terms of sharing everything about my life. Um, if anything, maybe it becomes a realization of how hard shit is for other people too, and how lonely things could be for other people. and how much that must suck, I guess. And you know, yeah. Um, I don't know. Yeah. Sort of, sort of came from the expectation again, right? Disappointment. I mean, talking about disappointment. I guess I was disappointed yesterday because I didn't know how that conversation was gonna go. I mean, I guess it ended a lot worse than I thought. It it felt like a breakup in the sense that it was just sort of shattering. I haven't had too many breakups, but I feel like it felt like that. I mean, I didn't go out running crying. I didn't necessarily cry. I just felt sort of thing shattered. It's like that meme of Rosemary and Ed. I felt my heart crack. Only real ones will know that one. Um, I should meditate. I really should. Um, but yeah. Yeah. I hope I don't have to go through too many breakups. I mean, it's gonna happen. You know, you always run the risk, not the risk, but you always run the possibility that it might happen when you run the possibility when you get in a relationship and share your life that things might get lost. Such as the relationship and the girl or whoever it is. So yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know. um, I'm running out of things to say. Maybe I'm just emotionally processly drained, as in like I can only process so much because I haven't. I don't do too much of it as much as I should. So maybe this is my kind of way of dodging the question, I guess, dodging it, sort of. So, yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know, but I do know I'm tired. I do know I'm starting to think this was a mistake, staying up until 6. But I also know it's kind of peaceful out, and yeah, it just sucks because now when I think of early mornings, which is what I'm trying to do, I think I'm gonna think of that whole thing, but maybe like that will subside. I should be okay. I hope I can move on past those things like not being able to skate because most of my memory of skating was with her. I hope I can just wake up without thinking about the whole bike thing. Unlike today, but I mean that's to be expected, I think, because it's so early. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. At that point, what are you gonna do? You know. So yeah. I guess I'll call it there. I don't know what else to talk about. Other than my room's a mess. And I don't know if I talked about this actually. I got paid my first $2 of passive income. I'm officially a passive income earner. So beautiful. So good. $2 dividends being paid to me by companies. Cool. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Like, I'm pretty sick, dude. Yeah. I'm also up $11 off my Wealthsimple Invest account. Let's go. Let's go. That's a win. You know what I'm saying? That's a win. Okay, what am I doing? Honestly, what am I actually doing? I'm cringe right now. But yeah, that's a part that I'm also excited about for life. Meditating, I need to get on that again. I've been very what's the word? Absent from it. Been distant from it. Been I guess I'm always thrown off by things. I don't know. I'm losing track of time, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I am, honestly. I guess I'm okay. I know I'm gonna be okay. So, yeah. I'm okay. I'm alright. I know I'm gonna be alright too. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I might work out or something. Dude, I just realized, dude. Like, eventually it's gonna grow back and I'm gonna look like a fucking lesbian. I already kinda do. It kinda sucks, but like, do I look like a lesbian now? Okay, what am I actually doing, dude? Okay. God. I'm so glad to do this, man. This is so helpful. Alright. That's it. Let's go. Long one.